What up, nerds? What's up, Guacamole? Welcome back. How are things? I'm just trying to decide how I want to equip headphones for this stream. I was just grabbing some drink. Things are going. Well, I hope they are going good. Headphones kinda suck. And those things are gonna get really irritating really soon. Last week got fired. Oh shit. Sorry to hear, man. You at least apply for unemployment for duration because you got fired. You didn't. If you didn't quit, then seems like unemployment would be a good thing to apply for while you're looking for a job. I should know. I've been looking for a job for a stable job for the better part of half a decade. Yeah. Alright. Gonna go with my usual headset. Kinda sucks because I kinda like the freedom of movement, but oh well. 1 second. Not getting along or look for a new place to just up your timeline. That sucks. I once got canned from a place for freaking most passive goddamn boss I think I've ever had. He was very much a yeah, just come in between these two times kind of guy. And there's like a 2-hour span where I was able to come in, and because I usually told him directly, okay, I'm probably gonna come in a little bit later so I can get more sleep so I can work better. And eventually, though, he came up to me and was like, look, man, are you dedicated to this job? Dude, it's a dishwashing position. There's no really dedicated to this job. It was literally just one of those, not even part-time, it was actually a full-time dishwashing position. Place had just opened up. Until you get some better type of job, pretty much. Although, Northern Vermont at the time, hell, Northern Vermont now, not a whole lot of quote-unquote great jobs as far as I know. It's mostly like warehouse work. Yeah, it's all warehouse, retail, and food. And I won't lie, I don't have a lot of work-related skills that could work with a lot of those. My people skills are even worse. Alright, swap out to that. Oh, can I reset that? Hold the phone. Brum, 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 brum. Bad for my people skills. Thank you. Trying to figure out how to do this thing. Oh god. You ever just sit down and feel like you just freaking inhaled an entire like ounce of dust? That's what I feel like right now. I hate it. Oh god. 1 second. Because over the past week, I had decided to kind of change the layout of the stream a little bit. Notifications are changed. I have a little list there at the top, and I'm realizing that little event list is full of my test tries, test thingies. How the hell do I reset that? Is it this? Nope. No. Ah well, I'll grin and bear it. Although now... There we go. That way it doesn't block the minimap. Anyways, last time I was playing and doing things. I had done some off-streaming, a little bit of grinding, mostly for magical weapons and money. And I kind of hate this. So because I have VIP status, thanks to my friend who gave me Barovia, I have the ability to roll the dice, and weekly they give you a chance to roll on the VIP chart, which is a lot more experience and much more impressive magic items. I got 2,000 experience and rolls a dimension door. But thanks, game. Totally can use that as my barbarian. Why am I going that way? I want to go back to Barovia. I'm not even sure I have what would be called people skills all that much. I just realized my desktop audio is muted. Alright. But yeah, I'm not even sure I really have all that much for people skills. I have intense anxiety that makes it nigh impossible for me to like just casually meet people. In fact, on a weekly basis, Corona notwithstanding, for the most part, my biggest interaction with people is Dungeons and Dragons on the weekend through Discord. And it's been like that for the past decade. Alright, I had quests. Nope. Barovia. Right, I had also found all of those journals. Because I had found out that after a certain period, it just wasn't worth it to even find them. And slew a lot of creatures. So many creatures. The blood on my hands. Now I gotta talk to Van Richten. Oh. Hello, Van. I need you to find the Dusk Elf Casimir Velikov. It appears he harbors his own plans against the vampire Strahd, and we must know what they are. So they help and do not hinder our own. Oh yeah, they're very story-worthy. Like, what I know of Barovia mostly comes from the video games. And, like, splashes of flavor from the old White Wolf books for 3.5 and, Castle Ravenloft adventure thing. That was pretty much just the castle of Ravenloft as a dungeon. That was pretty much it. Not too much actual story between Irina, name starts with a V, and Strahd himself. Normally, finding Casimir should not be a difficult task. He has not been in any of his accustomed spots for several days, however, and I have only just found a witness who saw him heading off down the long and winding Solenka Pass up into the mountains. Will you follow his path, find him, and learn what it is he seeks? My heart tells me it may be vital to our cause. Sure. Solenka Pass. Wait. That's the way up to the Amber Temple, isn't it? I want to say it's up to the Amber Temple. Yep. I thought it'd be fun. I've seen them in dreams, outsider. This mountain path, this Temple of Amber. Oh. You're gonna have to give me a second, Casimir. We done? Alright. My sister Patrina, whose death weighs heavy on my soul, comes to me in my dreams and leads me here. So here have I come. How'd your sister die? She betrayed the Dusk Elves. She made choices that cost her life, the lives of many others, and the suffering of even more. Yet she was my own sister in the end. I hold that she was not beyond redemption, and I would bring her back if I could. What is this place? The Amber Temple. My sister calls it in my dreams. If all I learned of my slumbers is true, it is the home to many dark secrets, and perhaps my only hope. What do you hope to find in there? Hope, life, absolution, death, and perhaps destiny long awaited. After all, you and I have come to this forsaken place on the same day. You're not unknown to me, Darius. And believe me, I believe we have common cause against the Devil Strahd. Usually, when I hear the name Devil Strahd, I imagine that whoever the hell says it is spitting after the name. The Devil Strahd, Patui. Come with me into this Amber Temple and help me find powers which I seek, powers which will aid us against our foe and break the chains that bind so many in death and life and sorrow. Alright. Give me a hot second. I really need to blow my nose. Gods, I don't know what it is. Like, I sat down and decided and told myself, oh yeah, I'm gonna stream. My throat feels fine, my nose is all clear. Nothing should stand in my way of having a fun night of playing DDO. And then I freaking go out, grab a drink, sit down, and suddenly it's like, oh hey, I hear you want to be understandable while you're playing on the stream. Same thing happens when I go to sit down for Let's Play recording. Yield and Amber. Kind of like my body just suddenly realizes, oh wait, I have anxiety. That's right. Alright, summon up a cleric. Miranda. Oh, another thing I had done, kind of stupidly I think, but at the same time I think it was kind of smart, is that I had read a bunch of guys that were saying, oh hey, probably get a cold iron weapon so that you can deal with devils and the whatnot. And I'm like, okay, but I found this thing that does banishing. And I know that's like a 1 in 20 chance, a 5% chance of just instantly killing something for the most part. But I mean, yeah. The 7d6 slashing damage also helps. Come with me. Madam Eva is waiting for us. You wanna? All right. It's a freaking awesome. I know. I've been using it in the Walther house, I want to say it was called. And it is so satisfying rolling 20s and just seeing devils disappear. Diplomacy prevails when your values are upside down. The walls cannot hear you, but the doors can. Evil is what you do when you think no one is watching. The first word of power is Yantar. Do not taunt the skulls. In dreams, my dear sister, Petrina, told me of this place. She spoke of the dark secrets locked within, secrets tied somehow mysteriously to Strahd. Secrets which can bring Petrina back to me, back to the living. Then you know what we're looking for in here. What I seek is the gift of Zudan. With it, I hope I will gain the power to bring Petrina back. What you seek, but Madame Eva surely knows more of that than I. It is for you she has come here, not for me, I assure you. One more thing, outsider. Much of what Petrina whispered in my dreams I understood, but some I did not. Those things which I could not fathom, I wrote down here. Read them, perhaps they will help you when you go within. Alright. So, again, a lot of my knowledge of Barovia comes from the old source books that White Wolf had done in the stream of Dice Camera Action, and if I remember this place correctly, yep, okay, this is the place I think it is. What's this? Oh, that goes outside. Kind of look forward to the fights that are within it. Alright. Yantar. Oh, that's not a menacing thing to look at. Like, that looks like two eyes looking at me from the darkness. Oh. Yep. Okay. Running now. Wait. Right here? Or was it? I'd rather not get electrocuted while trying to find whatever it is that was... Oh, there it is. Yeah. Alright then. Game's got really good ambiance. Rhonda. Oh, jeez. Oh, crap. Mountain folk. Was not expecting the mountain folk. Okay. I'm gonna turn it up a little bit for myself. I mean, it's more... It's more the same ambiance from, you know, outside areas. With the added kick of screaming every so often. Kind of like the Death House. But I really dig it. It's kind of how I always imagined Barovia should be. Played less like a random hack and slash game and more like, oh no, I'm gonna die at any moment. And gotta play relatively smartly, otherwise you die. Okay. Oh, Frozen Adventurers. Oh, okay. Ring of Featherfall, bitches. Oh, shit. Ziran Hala, the Howling Storm. With my dark gift, you will unleash the fury against the foes in bright blasts of lightning and roars of thunder. Vengeance will be yours and mine. to accept this gift. What's the catch? You may be overcome with sudden flashes of rage. Sir, I'm a barbarian. The power coursing through you will make you feel more alive than you ever felt, but at times will be overwhelming. Your arrows will strike true, and your spells will smite your foes. I'm gonna refuse for now. Oh, right, these are... okay. Oh, who saw me? Oh god, flames calls. Okay, there's another one over there, isn't there? Come on. Come on. Alright. So... oh wait, was one of these Undar? Looks like someone got here before you. I am Thekre, Queen of Poxes. With my dark gift, your enemies will fear your wrath and envy the dead. I've been told that my methods are messy, filthy, and odorous. If you cast no acid spells, you may have to use your bare hands to make enemies melt before your eyes. But do not fret, you and your allies will be safe from harm as long as you shall live. Wait. Draw Strahd's wait. Is killing stuff here? Ooh. I'm not sure I want that yet or not.
This door does not budge. You must need some other password to open it.
Pull the lever. There we go. At least there's no... oh, hi. At least there's no giant statue throwing freaking lightning balls at me. Okay, it wasn't killing these enemies
this door
that...
does not budge. You must need some other password to open it.
Well, we've got a small problem here, and oh, that's Rahadin. Hi, Rahadin. Release my master from his torment. He has suffered enough. I will be done. Hi. How can I help you? Who are you? And what you doing here? My name is Rahadin. I am the chaplain of Castle Ravenloft. This is the Amber Temple. I've come here to pray. And what are you doing here? My name is Pat Thistle Manmov. I've come to seek knowledge and read a lot. What's my bluff? Yeah, let's not even try. Oh, right. The wailing might be related to him. I beg your pardon, but what are those horrible wailing sounds around you? Oh, that. It's an old curse. These are the voices of thousands of my enemies I've cut down in battle and otherwise. Their damned souls are unable to find rest until I meet my end. As you were. Okay. Such a pleasant fellow, Rahadin is. You know, if you can get around the screams of thousands of cursed souls.
This door does not budge. You must need some other password to open it.
Is that 2 passwords? A bunch of dudes that I
this
don't?
Door does not budge.
Oh, God.
You must need some other password to open it.
Find the message. Possibly gonna piss off Rahadin. Is it pronounced Dean or Din? Rahadin. I don't know. Somehow Rahadin sounds right. Ah, jeez. Hate when they just pop out of nowhere.
Budge. You must need some other password to open it.
Okay, the flame skulls aren't making it so as I
This door
Draw
does not
Strahd's
budge.
attention.
You must need some other password to open it.
A lot of passwords. Oh, yeah, that's a guest.
This door does not budge. You must need some other password to open it.
I forgot to turn on my power attack. Oop. Where'd it go?
This door does not budge.
Okay, yep.
You must need some other password to open it.
Wait. Oh, must have been the curse effect. Okay. I got 3 passwords I gotta find. Randall, was that you? No. I don't know. Was that a fireball trap? Whatever caused it, let's not piss it off. Oh, yep, okay. Always at least one. Yay. This is not going up. Like, this is going significantly deeper. I don't trust any of these. I was right not to. I'm gonna smash this one. Get that sweet, sweet experience bonus. Where the hell do I go? Oh, where the hell is info? The wizard first.
Somewhere in the upper reaches of the Amber Temple, a hulking door thuds shut.
In the upper reaches? That sounds bad. Please don't beat this one. Nope. Well, I don't know who that schmuck was, but... Okay. Oh, that's... okay. That's the statue that's been shooting at us. I checked over there, right? Yep. Uh-huh. Oh, jeez. Yep. Nothing like a good old blind effect. I'm blind for like 20 seconds. This dungeon's gonna take a while. Maybe I should find something that makes it so as I don't get blinded. Oh, you're gonna come back to life. Flame skulls. Heals, please. Thank you. Doesn't open. Oh. Oh, okay. Game, you are mean. Okay, can we try that again, this time without being blinded? Don't get hit, don't get blind, don't get hit, don't get blind, don't get hit, don't get blind. Okay. Gonna just peek in another room.
This door does not budge. You must need some other password to open it.
See, what's really gonna suck now is that in order to find those other passwords, well, when I find those other passwords, I'm then going to have to go test them on each of the doors. Okay, 1 second. I know I have... Oh. Wish of Wonder. That's a... Actually, wait, no. It was one of these. So plus 30 on jump checks. Will this help? Whee! Haha!
This door does not budge.
Son of a...
You must need some other password to open it.
Yes. All right, what is this? Hi. Whoa. Hello. That guy had the face of a dog. I don't mean that to be rude. He has... Wait. Is this supposed to be the big bad wolf? It's like got spectacle. No. Yes? I don't know. Okay. Okay. I'm going to assume that each of these levers has to deal with one of the various doors. Oh. Well, that looked cool. Or can I just open them all? Is opening all of them a smart idea? It'll be a lot easier than coming all the way back. Oh, they're timed. Okay. That kind of sucks. Alright, we'll go with this one first. The one right next to the save room. And... Aha! Excuse you? I made that jump before. Miranda, heal yourself, damn it. Alright. Heh.
This door does not budge. You must need some other password to open it.
So can I jump from... Can't seem to jump on top of that pillar. And now I got flame skulls. Ow. Okay, does this door open? Oh yeah, this seems like a safe path.
An enraged scream, mingled with the howling of wolves, echoes from near the entrance to the temple. This door does not budge. You must need some other password to open it.
Oh, Wait. Oh, this is just the bottom of the goddamn... Oi. You. Wolf. No, stop running away. Oh, hello.
With the pack leader's death, travel will be safer going back down the mountainside.
Yay.
This door does not budge.
I saw
You
my
must
character
need some
descend for
other
like
password
half a
to
second
open it.
up that, or down that step, and I was like, oh god. Because I thought I was falling again. You know, like an idiot. Okay. So I dealt with those flame skulls. Maybe I do... I don't know if I'd have enough time. If I fall again, I do not have enough time to pick myself back up in order to grab it. Oh, now they're all open. Then...
This door does not budge. You must need some other password to open it.
Okay, my hypothesis of each of the levers having to deal with one of the doors in the different directions seems to be wrong, unless only... Of course, I'm also a dumb in that there's a ladder over here. But in my defense, climbing ladders is boring. Why climb a ladder when you can just climb some stairs and jump to your destination? The true barbarian method. Alright, so here's what I'll do. I'll try... Damn it, Miranda. I can't deactivate them. Oh, for love of... All that is holy. That's my face. Thank you. Have I even tried this door?
This door does not budge. You must need some other password to open it.
There's so many doors that are just closed. One closed? Nope. Oh, hi. Your acute senses allow you to see that there's a door nearby. Hi! This inert, rusted construct is clearly not a statue, yet it doesn't move or react to your presence. You know, the Darius method of trying to repair this thing would just be whack it with its sword a couple of times, bingo. Don't work. You're surprised this contraption is still standing, rusted as it is. Okay, I'm just going to hope it remains that way. Yeah. Yep. Oh god. Why are you fireballing? Well, I suppose this would be the most logical place for you to fireball me from, so... You know, have... Are you shitting me right now? You die. Can I seriously not? That works. You're jerks. Plus 30 to jump, mofo. That's the brute forcing it method.
This door does not budge. You must need some other password to open it.
Someone happen to leave a note about the password in here? What'd I do? Oh, maybe I shouldn't stand. Maybe I shouldn't stand on the plinth that's like a giant dead crow thing. I'm gonna stand on it again. Alright, let's try this other way. Or not, because it appears that this entire section is a secret? Well, this here too is also a secret, so... Okay. Oh, shush your face, rat. Do I have to make a deal with one of the Amber?
You must need some other password to open it.
Sarcophagi? Dark power within sleeps, or is escaped. Eh. Balls. I suppose I could check out... Yeah, let's see what Casimir's up to. I mean, those wolves entered from that locale, so... Maybe he's injured. Casimir? I cannot refute his vile words. Petrina died at my command in the hands of my people. You must understand, she had betrayed us, and we were filled with righteous fury, and I am consumed by burning regret every waking moment of every day since that time. I can atone. I can wash away my regret. That is why I am here, and I need your help. Tell us everything right now, or not helping you. I shall lay everything bare. Petrina, my sister, fell under Strahd's influence and was to be his bride. A powerful archmage, and in her own right, she would have increased Strahd's grip on this land tenfold. The other Dusk Elves, myself included, agreed that this must not come to pass, and so she was stoned to death. When Strahd found out what we had done, he sent Rahadin after us. Every Dusk Elf woman and child was put to the sword as punishment. Now Dusk Elves are a broken people who shall only dwindle, never thrive. Centuries have passed since then. Now my sister's spirit haunts me during my meditations, not to condemn, but to show the path that shall redeem us both. She has told me that there is a dark power within this temple that could restore her to life, even after all these years. As you may know, resurrection spells only work on the recently dead. The Zudun, the corpse star, can resurrect anyone, no matter how ancient. Okay, so that's why we're looking for Zudun. I mean, I knew that's why we were looking for Zudun, but, you know, clarification is nice. Aha. Suspicious looking archways. Are you kidding me with these freaking secret rooms? Ah yes, a secret room to a secret door to a 10-foot by 10-foot room which has nothing in it. Congratulations, you found a secret room. Here's our prize. Nothing. That quest has a lot of secret rooms. There's so many secret rooms. The only one that I found relatively useful was the one that has the
This door does not budge.
teleporter in it.
Some other password to open it.
Oh, hi. You know, I'm starting to think that running around a temple uttering the secret word that may or may not be pissing off some of these spirits might not be a good thing. Okay.
This door does not budge. You must need some other password to open it.
Maybe maybe pulling all those levers open this door? Or is this another password door? Yep.
You must need some other password to open it.
Ah! I'm fine.
This door does not budge. You must need some other password to open it.
The ones that I've opened previously. Let's see, this one was the one with the teleporter. And the golem. Deutsch. Everything suspicious in this creepy temple. That was weird. Am I thinking too mundanely? Do I have to make some sort of a evil pact with the evil in order to proceed around here? I also still don't know yet what it is that has been drawing Strahd's attention. For all I know, that's a ruse to make me more careful. Not exactly worked. You know what? If anything, I'm gonna make a pact with this guy. Zrinhala, the Howling Storm. Oh, hi. I'm evil now. Oh, Ghast Haunter. Your fury will lash out at your foes with lightning and thunder, it said. Why does it only it said? And now that I've...
This door does not budge. You must need some other password to open it.
I'm feeling like I should have fought Rahadin. Or been a little bit more friendly with him besides like, what are you doing here? I might have been able to get the other passwords that way. Keyword being might. Okay, I'm more or less looking around and hoping that my spot is high enough to find any more secrets. It's kind of silly. I actually have... Let's see, what was it? Nope. I have these goggles that give me intelligence and insightful search. Well, then I have something. I think it was one of my rings? No. Strength, deadly. I have something, yeah, this is it. Plus 10 competence bonus to search, so I have a plus 14 altogether. What quest is this one? This one is Sealed in Amber. I probably just doomed myself because I took the powers of the Dark Lords. Which has lore to it. Because the only other thing that I swear that I could do is something with those levers.
This door does not budge. You
but
must
making
need
that dark
some other
pact
password
apparently
to
did
open
nothing. Well, besides, because so as my damage is asininely high. Well, higher. Excuse me. That was so strange. I was able to... I feel like I broke this quest. Wreck. Yeah, I'm feeling like I broke this quest.
This door does not budge. You must need some other password to open it.
And unless I have to,
This
like,
door does
talk
not
to
budge.
Rahadin or
You
talk
must
to...
need some other password to open it.
I don't think I can break it, but it is complicated.
This door does not budge. You must need some other password to open it.
Again, my theory... Oh, excuse me, my theory is that there is no well, not a password necessarily, but there is a... Like, I gotta press the switches unless that is... I loathe you... Freaking flame skulls.
This door does not budge. You must
Budge?
need some other password to open it. This door does not budge.
Okay.
You must need some other password to open it.
Alright, so I found the other teleporter that leads to this chamber. Oh, hello. Oh, this is mean. This right here is mean. Do. Oh, I can't open that door. Oh well, I go back the way I came. I could have easily have missed this. This is a defaced wish spell scroll scrawled across the smudged runes, and an unsteady hand is one word: Marok. In the margins, a different hand wrote with perfect calligraphy, and now I know how to write too.
This door does not budge. You must need some other password to open it.
Okay, so are we still only using the word Yantar? Marok. Haha! Okay. Okay, so I must have missed... Oh, that is mean. That is mean. Real life me has a shit perception check. I could have easily have missed that. Okay, so I gotta go around again and check out which one of these opens up to the word Modok.
This door does not budge. You must need some other password to open it.
Also just noticed that doing that has apparently made it so as my drawing attention from Strahd has increased by another 5. Maybe it's only, you know, a little bit at a time. You know, 25... Yantar? Marok? Open up! Yes. Oh. Oh, more ember sarcophagi. Crumbling scroll of Mordenkainen's magnificent mansion. This is an unfinished copy of Mordenkainen's magnificent mansion spell. Instead of the vocal components, the writer went off into a tangent about feeding the poor in charity. Written on the margins is a single word, Etherna. Wait, as one of you, I am VOD the evasive. Be as the shifting of the mist. Be the fleeting glimpse of a dagger from the corner of the eye. Dance among whirling blades. Speak in riddles and illusions. All this with my dark gift grant you, if you will take it. What's the catch? You will never love, or truly be loved. Well, that's a little too real. Even your friends will forget you quickly. Even by the greatest tragedies, you will be unmoved. The world will slide past you as dim shapes glimpsed through the fog. Yeah, sorry, I don't want to emulate my real life in a video game. So, think we're solid. All right, so I got another password, and this was. Is this the chamber from before? Yeah, this is the chamber from before. Cool. All right, that's 3 passwords. Yanta, Marak, and Eternia. I don't know what it is, but trying to say Eternia always makes me feel like I'm trying to say it very nerdy, like Eternia. Eterna. That's a lot of money. Oh, hi. Amber Goals. Hi. Oh. I'm making a lot of hunter accomplishments today. Astute Cloak. Intelligence +4. Too bad I've already got something better. And I don't really need intelligence that much. Money, 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 money. God, just look at this. So much money. And a gold. Oh, and there's something hidden. Wait, no, wasn't here. Was here. Oh, this rock? Secret walls within secret walls? Where's this go? Oh, hi. Oh. I don't trust that circle. Yoink. Yoink. Can't crush the table. Damn it. Other chest, though. Chest is locked. Can I poke this? Poke this. Okay. Stepping in that did nothing. So we're noticing a lot of hidden shit. Ah. Ah. Oh, more sarcophagi. I'm Yurga, the Eye of Shadows. With my dark gifts, you will see your existence for what it really is. Short, meaningless, full of deceits and delusions. Again, game. I don't need to emulate my real life in a video game. Each dark gift you take damns a part of your soul. When you die, these cursed soul fragments will regain their freedom. They will curse and latch on to the nearest living thing you see. Yikes. I'm Kirad, the Star of Secrets. My dark gift, should you accept it, will help you unravel any mystery, disarm any trap, or notice opportunities that others overlook. Okay, real life me would probably take this. Just cause I'm shite with puzzles. Oh, I wouldn't spoil this for you. I'm sure you understand. I'm Zudan, Corpse Star. My dark gift is... Zudan? Great, hold that thought. Casimir was looking for you.
This is the sarcophagus of Zudu that Casimir was searching for. You call out to him, and moments later, he arrives.
Wow, he has some really damn good hearing. I'll come... Okay, this seems like a bad idea. Find the simple of raving kind. And speaking with Madame... is Madame Eva... It's still locked. Okay, there is something hidden here, though. I don't feel like I'm done here. Like me, personally. I want to find all the things.
You must need some other password to open it.
I mean, I know I took the... Oh, hi, Madam Eva. How's it going? You have taken my sight to some interesting places, Darius. I foresaw your arrival here, and I saw too that something you seek lies within, the symbol of Ravenkind. With it you may gain the power, perhaps, to free Strahd, and so free us all from the curse over this land, if indeed you can find it. Shall I show you to what the Taroka cards have to say? But why are you here? I am not, and I've never been in this wretched place. Only you are so brave as to be tempted by it. The sooner you leave, the better. Cool. Tell me more fortune. I see a place of rest and regrets, not within the temple itself, but somewhere near, where treachery begets scorn and misery. Well, that's not cryptic at all. I don't know what you're talking about. Like,
this door does not budge. You
I
must need
know
some
like
other
3
password to
passwords.
open it.
Game. Oh. Note to self, maybe I shouldn't just rail on my movement keys when I'm trying to get from point A to point B. Yep, or is escaped. Okay, so when you accept the dark power, they make it so as you do not, or when you accept the dark power, they slumber or they go away. That's good to know. All right, do I have anything that can help me with general skill checks, attack rolls? I'm thinking that drinking a potion of wonder at this exact moment would be a bad idea. Plus 4 in Constitution. Eliminates fatigue. Potion of invisibility. Shield of faith. Do you have the... Or spell points? Is dead. Heal. And yes, I use my coins to buy a stupid hat to try to help my intimidate and bluff skills. Let me assure you, they did not help in the slightest. Any of my cookies? Exactly. The Potion of Wonder essentially acts as a lull random effect, and while that might be interesting, it does not help me in this situation right now, as does nothing else I have. But if I were to fathom a guess, I would say that like here or maybe right here would end up being revealed to be a secret door. Oh, almost missed a pile of gold. Why do I feel like talking to and accepting the gift from the one that opens up the secrets and whatnot might actually be helpful in this circumstance? Thurna. Oh, this helped exactly none. Ithorna? Oh wait, are these new ones? These are totally new ones. I'm Zavnok, the inscrutable. My dark gift will polish your brilliance until it gleams like a gemstone, yet none will know your true intentions or whereabouts. Your brilliance will be matched only by your capacity for evil. You are capable of evil, aren't you? Isn't that why you've come here to seek power? I might. This scroll comes with multiple warnings on the margins. Not a greengrocer's list, not for children, do not read while looking down, always trust direction, strength of the wind. One warning makes less sense than others. Maveras. This is a perfectly functional, albeit archaically written, fireball scroll. You read the whole thing, didn't you? Apparently, I read it all out loud. And apparently, that was enough to actually activate the fireball. Oh crap, I want to test out these different sarcophagi and see what they do. I'm Delban, the star of ice and hate. With my dark gift, ice and hate will be your allies in the battles to come. Oh, son of a... Delban, what's the catch? Beware our eternal enemy and those who wield her and are born by her. I will not utter her name, for names have power. That's vague. Like someone got here. Oh, talking with... Okay, I have a feeling that this guy might increase my intelligence. Oh, hi. What would you got? Your brilliance will only be matched by your capacity for evil, it said. Oh, wait, I think I get it. Okay. I think I understood what that means then. First off, my intelligence is now a 19. Or 18. So maybe I can find what was in that, find that secret door. Now to just remember where the secret door is. But no, I think what that means though is that depending on how evil your alignment is, the greater your intelligence increases? You gotta be kidding me. How high is the skill check? With all my bonuses, my search is 28.5. There's only one more thing I could do, I think. Maybe. Hey Darius, how desperate are you to find this goddamn thing? Well, I'm gonna have a nice little chat with a Strahd. You see traps and Nubacabra, thank you very much for the raid. Hello, people from Nubacabra. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. You're just in time of catching me. I'm doing pretty good. You just caught me off guard. Freaking son of a... 38. I can't find whatever is here with a 30 freaking 8. That is obnoxious. Just got done with some early epic leveling. Nice. I myself, this is actually my very first character. And probably, well, not very first, but the furthest I've gotten in this game. And I've just been exploring Barovia and all of its dark goodness. Some random spot proc? Well, it's driving me insane. Insane enough to the point where I've accepted the dark powers from 2 other sources. Oh well. It ain't to be, it ain't to be. But yeah, it's just like a random... I don't even know where I'm going right now. I'm trying to open the other doors. That's what I'm trying to do. It's just a random, oh hey, here's a... You spot something, but with nothing to actually spawn. Getting some food before wrapping up. No worries. Thank you very much for the raid. For all of those raiders that came out here, hello. My name is the Gamer Darius. You can just call me Darius. I play a lot of Dungeons and Dragons related stuff. I have a Let's Play channel that Nightbot will probably... Nope. Another freaking flame skull. Feel like I'm being watched. Oh, good. Escaped. Cool. Let's Play channel. Do a lot of Let's Plays, random, like, retro games of my youth and games that I've been trying to get back to playing. But for the most part, when it comes to my Twitch channel, I do a lot of Dungeons and Dragons related content. Well, except for actually playing Dungeons and Dragons, I really want to. I am Taraka Medis, the Grave Worm. My dark gift will make you faster than your prey. You'll be able to leap over deep chasms in a single bound. Nothing will escape your clutches. Nothing will catch at your heels. The catch is whatever you're chasing. You come here seeking power, and I'm granting it to you. Get it? Because the catch is... Okay. Yep. Okay, so the more I check out these amber coffin or sarcophagi, the more Strahd's attention is lured to me. Excellent. Don't think I didn't see you. I saw you. Usually I'm pretty chill, but Barovia has definitely awakened the sweetness in me. I'm Norganis, the Finger of Oblivion. My dark gift will empower your spells, yawn, with the force of your personality. You'll lay waste to your enemies even with the simplest of spells. You can cast spells, can't you? Do you want this gift? Make your choice. It's just a little more arcane power to add to your considerable arsenal. It's not going to hurt anyone you don't want to hurt. You'll be in control the entire time, I assure you. Yeah, I'm a barbarian. I'm the Great Tar Hawk, five-headed destroyer. That sounds badass. Bow before me and I will grant you the dark gift of my might. You will lord it over others, as is your place. You will crush those who oppose you. You will smash every obstacle in your path. Accept this gift now, and your death will not be imminent. Release me from this prison. I will not suffer this indignity anymore. Take this gift, or I will be the doom of you and everything you love. Alright. I thought that this character had a temper tantrum. I'm Zathras, the Kingmaker. Thanks for reminding me that I gotta go back to Kingmaker at some point, game. My dark gift will grant you divine power over others, power to dictate and enforce your will. With great powers comes great responsibility. Did this come out before Spider-Man? The live-action one with Tobey Maguire, I mean. You must rule and guide the weak and foolish masses with an iron fist, especially when they don't understand designs greater than themselves and their place in them. You must act, take charge, and inspire fear also. Always. I can't read. So that you may know none. Cool. I've accepted 3 dark powers. Wait. I got a stupid idea. This is mostly for experimentation. I don't know the full penalties of this. Empower your spells. I'll refuse you just in case it doesn't go too well. Okay, yeah. Accepting the dark powers. actually made it so as Strahd's noticing me. Everything will know their weakness and inferiority to you. Oh, my strength didn't change. I want to say that my damage did? Not my damage? I'm not sure. Well, now I'm curious about what happens when I do finally pull all of Strahd's attention. Yep, it's definitely the exploration of and finding the sarcophagi. How much do I want to piss off Strahd? Therein lies the real question. Oh, hello. Piles of gold. Money, 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 money. Pile of money. And when it comes to these rooms like this, where it's just like piles of gold and they have multiple stacks of it, all I can think of is like a scurrying rat finding something, finding just like a whole pile of refuse that it can pretty much gather what it wants and just goes around a little bit here, a little bit here, a little bit here. Don't know why that makes me laugh. In my head, mostly. Alright. I haven't opened this one yet. This one seems like the... I don't know what it is. Any door that's like immediately to the north are ones that... Oh, hi, Madam Eva. Oh, it's this room. Huh. How much more do I want to provoke Strahd? Sure, I'll accept it. I wonder if there's so much thing as too much dark power. Yep. Don't know what that did immediately. That was Dudicus. If I poke... I've come far so far. I don't know how much I want to provoke Strahd. But at the same time, I want to provoke Strahd. The idiot in me is telling me provoke Strahd. Yeah, what is it? 40 more? So that's... Oh god, that's like 8 more. Skipped. By the evasive. Cool. You'll be better at something rather vague. Jesus. Thanks for that. In epoxes. Yay, now I think I'm also doing like acid damage or something. You too also have a good night, Guacamole. Just noticed something? I did not. Frick. I have been in this place for what feels like too long, but at the same time, when your intelligence score is about as low as your barbarians, tends to be exceptions. I'd check out what it is that power just granted me, but I think much like all the other ones, it's going to be super vague. Just mean. Oh! Goody. Don't come any closer, that's far enough. Oh. Alright. Well, this looks like a lecture hall. So Darius is instantaneously uninterested. Guntar. Okay, does this lead? Oop. Damn, I barely touched that golem. What we got? More flame skulls. Good. Good. I love it. Love flame skulls. But no one ever. Feel like you're being watched. Feel like you're being watched. Dalvernar. He of many teeth. My dark gift will grant you 1 life for each of my remaining teeth. Take this power and use it to crush your enemies when they think you defeated. Too much power plays take its toll upon mortals such as yourself. Count your blessings carefully, lest you trade your eternal soul away bit by bit. Still, you should accept my gift. I mean, how many? You'll be able to resurrect when you die. I mean, that's fan-freaking-tastic. Depending on the situation, excuse me, depending on the situation, I think anyone and everyone would want that power. Of course, it's also kind of like what Queen would say. Who wants to live forever? Who wants to live forever? Or, depending on who you listen to, that one band that covered it. What was it? Breaking Benjamin? I think it was Breaking Benjamin that did a cover of that, of Who Wants to Live Forever. It wasn't bad, just had a very different energy. Yoink. How did I miss that chest? I've been through this particular area at least 3 or 4 times. Just another case of just how bad I am at perceiving shit. Alright. Were there ones that I did not notice over here? Leaps within. Delban. I think I'm mostly also just getting boosts in my damage. Is the thing. Alright. 2 more provocations and then it's off to... Well, not off to Strahd, but see what it is that he knows or wants or cares. Can I repair this now? Nope. That's not what I meant to do. I meant to just walk out this way. Why did I mean to walk out this way? I don't know. I don't remember which ones I've accepted anymore. There's so many dark powers. And this one is already accepted by someone else. So many dark powers. Too many dark powers. Alright. Get this out of the way right now. All the ones on the west wing have already been accepted. I think there was only one? Lol was no longer randomly detecting that damn thing. Alright, then this goes this way. Oh, I hadn't been to that room yet. God damn it. All this talk of dark powers and shit, and I completely forget about the one room I had not yet been to. Sure, game. I love how... just love how much it is very particular about trying to grab stuff when you're trying to jump it. Okay, just double checking over this way. I not opened this door yet? There's gotta be at least two more dark powers in here, or there's nothing. Or there's shadows. I need ghost touch weapons. The hell is even here? Oh, drawbridge. For what? Oh, Berlin Witch, hi. Well, alright then. Yeah, I could have sworn I opened this door.
You hear a single coin fall near your feet, bounce on the floor, then roll into a crack between marble tiles.
I have a feeling I really don't want to be in the middle of these chambers. Marak, marak, marak. Oh. Dead people. Excellent. Another broken witch.
The decrepit lich turns toward you.
Hi.
Do I know you? He wonders aloud.
Ah, there you are again. Have you found the what were you looking for? What I'm trying to find is the library. I used to know, but I can't get this fog out of my, what do you call it? And you are? My name is, I seem to have lost that bit of information. That's right, this was the senile lich. Aren't you a lich? Oh my, that would explain it. I've been looking for you. Where's my gold? Gold, you say? That was a fantastic spell that would turn your foes into gold. It was I've forgotten. God. Oh, damn it. Let's not provoke the lich just yet. Was that a, hey, you noticed, wait, did it? It automatically noticed it. Okay. Hireling, you fool! Just running up and destroying people's phylacteries. That's very rude of you. Oh hey, now he's pissed off at us. Good job, Miranda. I mean, he honestly didn't stand much of a chance, but still, good job, Miranda. A romantic sonnet. Ah, yes, just what I was expecting to find in this place. Dude might have had some particularly important information, but no. Let's go bash the guy's skull in. Clerics, I tell you. And just making sure there weren't any more chests that were gonna get missed. Just randomly find Borovian vagabonds here. So can't open that. Okay, I've accepted those two. What two powers am I missing? And now part of me also doesn't want to rest before trying any more of this, because I feel like that is going to undo the Dark Power's blessings, which is something I totally don't want yet. Alright. Had I gone completely this way? I must have. Yes. Where were the last two Dark Powers? I kind of wish it would indicate which of the amber sarcophagi were empty / sleeping. You? No? Optional, restore the Lich's memory. I only just noticed that had to came back up. And totally borked because someone had to go on a smashing spree. Miranda. I mean, I suppose I can't judge. I'm going around this unknown temple of amber, accepting dark gifts from gods? Actually, if I remember correctly, they're just like evil personifications. Well, I've now provoked Strahd. I don't know if this is good. I mean, of course it's not good. It's just... I don't know whether or not that's going to affect how this is going to play out. Besides, terribly. You force your spells... The force of your spells will match your personality, so I'm guessing that's like a bonus to spell damage and DCs based on charisma. You won't take no for an answer, it said. Okay. Curious about that one. Ooh, hello.
You found the symbol of Ravenkind. Surely it will be useful in the struggle against Strahd.
Yay! Old and living, it only costs you your immortal soul. I die, sister. No, we have another chance. Let's not waste it. We shall leave this place. I'm impressed, Casimira. You found the hidden library. I had some help, but I'm afraid it was all for naught. All the pages here are either blank or gibberish. Patience, dear brother. We need to find the right password. It's bound to be here somewhere. This was your plan all along, Patrina. This is where Strahd became what he is. If we can understand the source of his power, we can undo it. And then we'll have our revenge? Redemption. Oh, hey. Oh. Awkward. Can I have my chest now? You're more powerful than I am everywhere. Go ahead, find the gift of Zidane, and I will follow. Pleased to meet you. I'm Patrina. You must forgive my dear brother for not properly introducing us. Thank you so much for helping him in my daring rescue. I will be forever in your debt, yet I fear I must ask for your aid once more. Nice to meet you as well. What did you... Listen, all that matters right now is decoding this library. It's preserved by ancient magic, which also protects the writing from prying eyes. The pages are enchanted to appear blank or indecipherable. To end Strahd's reign of terror, we must find the secret word that let us read any of this, all of this. That password will be in this temple somewhere. We have only to find it. Found it. I've been dead for centuries, and yet I persisted. I will not let this stop me now. That it? Found it. Averus. Excellent. Now if I were a scroll of wish, where would I be? I mean, I did find one. There we have it. Yes, the wish scroll is intact and complete. Well, what are you waiting for? Shush, brother, do not rush me. I wish to know how to remove the curse of Strahd. Interesting. Strahd, how did you get here? Oh, hi! My dearest, I have a wedding gift for you. What? Silence, brother. This was my plan all along, not yours. Patrina, just as I would remember you, lovely as the night. You are as entrancing as the dawn. I have returned to life. Let us be wed. Well then, the flame has not gone out. My lord, I can break your curse, free you from your Barovia. I know your heart yearns for conquest. With me by your side, both of us truly live again. We would be unstoppable. You have the power to free me from my curse, Patrina. Make me your bride as you promised. Then I show you. What is this, Casimir? You suspect she lies just as she lied to you? And what is the price of betrayal? Ah, yes, death. That was your answer last time, Casimir, was it not? I believed I had taught you dusk elves enough of a lesson. Then I am afraid, Patrina, your passing fancy, now long past. Back to the mists with you. As for the rest of you, I'm impressed. Ambition, greed, will to power. Show promise. Perhaps in time one of you will be fit to take my place. Let's weed out the rest, shall we?
The battle for what is left of your soul begins.
Yep. Maybe I should have let my cleric rest. That might have been something considered a good idea. It's hard to take this expansion seriously when one of the goddamn spells is one that forces your character or NPCs to dance. Just saying. A symbol of Ravenkind of the vestige of Zadun, then. That is what we seek. I have both. Zadun? No. Am I able to open these chests? Barovian's Lighthammer. I was hoping for the Great Axe. Yes, take it all. Thank you. Dang it. Jump through the portal? I got the thing. Oh. I'm not even fully sure what this... Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I see what it was now. There's no redemption for any of us. It's over. He won. I think you mean I win because of all this loot I just got. I think I'm able to leave now? Wait. Door. How big was this door? Well, the adventure is complete. Off we go. It only took my immortal soul in order to, you know, get through that most of that. I'm now wondering whether or not that would have played out differently if I hadn't effectively sold my soul. Probably doesn't. Pretty much just did that for experience points, I think. Hey, Casimir. No, Darius, that I hold only myself to blame. I had briefly fancied my hopes to be possibilities, and that escape from this torment was within my reach. Do not be sorry. Though I do not gain all I wished from the Amber Temple, you now have the symbol of Ravenkind. That means there is hope, however slim, of defeating Strahd. Would not bring my sister back again, it is true, but if Strahd were to be defeated, then I would be avenged, and that is something. Fortune go with you. Seems like a nice enough guy. Hello. Oh, it's unholy. Dang it. Great Club of Tendon Slicing. Painful. I don't know. Pretty much all the magic items that I've been finding that aren't named, I've just been going about getting disenchanted. As apparently you should. As literally every single guide for DDO has told me. Saving throw. Oh, hi. Usually there's a wizard with that group of things. That group of ghouls. And again, like playing this game has made it so as I want to do two things. One, play 3.5 D&D. It's where I had initially came into Dungeons and Dragons. So, naturally, nostalgia. And B, it makes me want to run Ravenloft. I don't think that I personally could really do it justice, but I don't know. I also kind of want to run it in the kind of opposite way that I've been running my current 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons campaign, where so I'm DMing Forever DM here. Just one campaign, in a campaign setting called Farland. Pretty much a campaign setting that's online. You can actually look up World of Farland and see that they go all the way back to like 3rd edition, which is freaking awesome. They even did stuff for 4th edition. And the general basis of it is that evil has won, or is winning. Like, they're conquering lands left and right, kind of typical orcs versus elves sort of a thing, but the orcs are winning. There's a lot of fireballs. Goddamn flame skulls. Oh hey, one of those guys. I'm gonna use my new sword. Point is though, is that I've been running it kind of, I want to say wrong. Because one of the things is that the evil that is winning is mostly because of a great and very powerful evil god. Like, there are other evil gods in that campaign setting, but he is the utmost evil. And he has very powerful avatars and servants on the material plane. And pretty much after a little bit, after like, I want to say level 10 or so, it just becomes a giant, it just suddenly became a giant, oh hey, let's go slay those evil slay the big bad evil, kind of a thing. Because if we do that, then the evil armies that are marching upon the world would stop. And not wrong. Won't lie, that would stop it. For the most part. But I don't know. I think part of me just really wanted to run a pseudo gritty evil world sort of a setting thing, and it's not really been that so far. I mean, there's been terrible things that's happened to the characters. Lots of terrible things that have happened to the characters. One of them got plane shifted to a plane that he should not have been able to live through. Oh, god damn. Excuse me a second. Oh. Stop chilling it. I'm not sure why I'm walking. Probably so that I can get these last like 320 some odd heals in for experience points. But yeah, it's become this just overarching story where it's not really, you know, going around and adventuring in an evil world. It's, hey, we're gonna go kill the evil god. Which, kind of my own fault. You have enough adventures where the big evil gods, cultists, and whatnot cause problems. Eventually, the player characters are just gonna go, well, why don't we just kill God? Damn ghasts. And that's kind of what I want to do if I were to run a Ravenloft campaign. Make it so as Strahd may still be statted, but he's still, like, stupid strong. And where it just doesn't, where it's not just, oh, hey, if you collect the artifacts, you will win. It'll be more, you can collect the artifacts, but it still might be impossible to kill Strahd. Like, I don't know. That's kind of what Ravenloft is to me, and I don't even have that much experience when it comes to Ravenloft as a whole. Am I not hitting any of those flame skulls? Yes, thank you. You have fireballs. Oh my god, how many more of you are there? Can I just say I hate flame skulls? Like, I have blessings from several dark powers. And they're still a giant pain in the ass. Oh, heck, your magic missiles. I think it's only ever this bad when it comes to the flame skulls along this road. Ow. Oh yeah, that's pretty much just how I would kind of want to run a campaign in Ravenloft. I don't know if eventually the player characters would go, okay, say we do want to attack Strahd. And then I just release a deep sigh and go, then you'd likely die. Of course, I've also not really been ever that good with campaign play when it comes to D&D. A good lot of the times, my strongest ones have been like one-shots and adventures where the party, you know, they do the thing, but for the most part, you know, they do the thing, but for the most part, it's been a ginormous case of one adventure not being connected to the next. Alright. How long is it until we get to... Oh boy, that's a distance. That is a distance I'm not sure I want to try to trudge. And I've trudged that. When I was looking for journals. I mean, I know I want to slay the remaining 250. But if I were to... yeah, I'm just... Oh, okay. One moment. Kill some howlers. There we go. Then we'll recall. Yay! Of course, then again, problem number 2 is trying to convince my party to play in Barovia. I think. You see, those who claimed hope had died in this land were mistaken, for here you have returned from the furrows of the mountain and the depths of darkness with a holy symbol of a raven kind. It is most unfortunate that Casimir's own designs fared more poorly. Perhaps hope died only for those who dwell here. I cannot say. All the more reason we must press forward in our plans against Strahd. So we have the holy symbol. What comes next? Time draws near. Can you feel it? The appointed hour. Like the coming dawn. You must make for Van Richten's your tower to the northwest. My protege, Esmeralda de Avenir, will be waiting for you there. I will help from a distance as I can, but success or failure lie now in your hands. Yeah, that's stress that I need. Ooh. Okay, really quick. What's the bonus I'm getting from that? No, wait. Which necklace was it? I have something that's granting me spot bonuses. Deadly, strength 4. Wait. Right, I'm only wearing these because of the deadly. And because I've got nothing else. Yes, I know that the bonuses don't stack if they're the same type of bonus. Constitution, protection. I have 3 different things providing me constitution bonuses. Only slightly irritating. Huh. Wait, okay, that's right. I have separate goggles that provide a competence bonus. But they would not stack. Okay. In which case, I'll just take this one. There we go. Whee! And that's all of Van Richten's stuff done until I go to that tower. Ugh. Alright. I leveled up twice? No, once. Well, not leveled. I ranked up. I had redone my skills at some... not skills. My enhancements at some point. So I can fill out more of the Frenzied Berserker stuff first. There's not much more I kind of want. I've been wanting to pour more into Cult Slayer so that I can take the awareness stuff. Terminator! Welcome, my dude. I'm back. Magic resistance. Rage lasts longer. It's kind of strange for me to say, but I think I want to go with awareness. That +1 in search, spot, and listen. Yeah. What's up, Terminator? Welcome back, man. Found out 2 days ago that favorite retro streamer passed away from a heart attack. Oh, man. Dude, I'm sorry to hear. Which streamer was it? I'm gonna go around killing random wildlife within Barovia. That is quite a name. I won't lie. I am going to grab a hireling. Yoink. Favorite dog passed away. Either way, I don't know the circumstances of his death, but it sucks that he passed on, man. Don't have that asininely high jump bonus. Kind of funky when they do the ambient sound sometimes. Giant spiders. Ah, dang it. 250 monsters doesn't seem like a whole lot when you consider how frequently that they spawn in this area. Oh hey! Root rot. I've killed you a many a time. Time to kill you a many time more. Reinforced helm of... Ah, man. See if it had more resistance. That's like the one thing I'm looking for when it comes to a helmet. Something that actually grants me better resistance bonuses. Which is hard to find, because +3 is also really stupid good when it comes to resistance. I doubt that there's going to be anything until I reach higher levels. Yep. And one of the reasons why I do want to replace my helmet is because the initial helmet itself does not look all that good. Past my bedtime. It's 11 o'clock. Also, I'm over the age of 18 by like 12, 15 years or so. So my bedtime is generally whenever the hell I please. Damn it. Also, hey, Blood Angel. Welcome back, man. Rules. Although I was planning on this being just kind of a shorter stream tonight. I'm older than my voice. Oh, man. You're 26? Jeez. I have perpetual baby face. If I don't let my facial hair grow out, then I look like I'm still in my 20s. Mentally, I'm still in my 20s. Actually, mentally, I'm still like... Oh, jeez. Mentally, I'm probably still like 21. I don't know what the hell I'm doing with my life. Born way back in 94. 87. That his first game system was the Wii. Oh. See, that makes me feel old. Ages drastically. No, you're 26. 26, I was freaking kind of thinking the same goddamn thing, but at the same time, I was having relatively the time of my goddamn life. Young, having fun, doing stupid things with friends, because I had those at the time. "26 at this in this year just makes you feel old because, you know, 2020 has been a giant freaking shitstorm. Not to mention 2020 is just kind of weird. Like, ignoring political stuff, ignoring pandemic stuff. I feel like some weird stuff has happened in 2020. 2020 is almost over. True. I think we can all be grateful that 2020 is nearly over. I think... Let's see, there's the monolith thing that has been happening. That's still a thing. Is it? Like, I don't know, let's see. Weird stuff that has happened in 2020. Not like talking about political or pandemic-y stuff. Just weird stuff that has happened in 2020. That whole monolith thing, we had been finding a bunch of... and opening a bunch of goddamn dead people's coffins and sarcophagi in Egypt. Why would you do this? Why would you put this pox upon the world? I think... Okay. The killer bees, that was also... I don't know how far that ever went, though. I only ever heard of it a couple of times and a couple of deaths. Jetpack dude in Las Vegas. course, the jetpack dude in Las Vegas is just kind of awesome. Go away, Forsaken Wraith. There, okay. What was it? The Kentucky Fried Computer or something? That was announced in July, turning out to be an actual real thing that they're doing. Like, it's only a chicken warmer. It's not like a chicken cooker or chicken fryer. But it's something that someone at KFC and said, yeah, let's do this. And I think the collective gaming community just kind of put their heads up, their hands in their head, or their head in their hands, and said, why? Flat Earth couple that sailed to the ice wall and landed on an island using a compass that relies on the world being a sphere. Did they at least prove to themselves that the world is indeed not shaped like a dish plate? All will be normal in summer. Honestly, while things will go back to a semblance of normalcy, I don't think anything will be normal ever again. I tried sailing out of quarantine a few times. God damn it. Let me guess, they're also like, they believe that the whole thing was a hoax. The quarantine thing. People don't care about man, I don't know. I don't know when it comes to people that don't understand logic and science, or don't even try to understand science, that just go, well, I don't understand it, so it must not be true. Sorry, the words you're saying involve more than 3 syllables. I know that I just insulted a huge amount of the American populi. I don't care. Wait, where's that Barovian witch? Just wonder how many anti-vaxxers were affected by it. You know, I don't know. I don't know, and it kind of scares me to not know. That's why I usually drown myself in depression in video games, because at least then it's less likely to kill me. Damn it, where's that witch? More vine blights. Damn it. Because depending on the witch spawn, they might have a chest. Like there's random events and not just elite monsters in this area. There it is. Oh, it's Dretches. Lovely. Of course I can attack the Dretches until such time. Why not? Now more Donnie talismans. Just worried about their kids because of measles infections. See, I'm worried about their kids for a different reason. Like, you can, oh geez, shadows. I moved my hand off of my mouse for just a hot second to rub my face in thought. That's what happens. I worry about their kids for a different reason. Like, they'll be getting, you know, removed from their homes if their parents are too stupid. But if they stay with their parents, then they end up learning that stupid. And learning that arrogance is a thing, and that arrogance is a simpler way. Yes, I am essentially saying that parents teach their kids to be stupid. Or if they stay with them, they die from measles. That too. Oh, scarecrows. How much experience points does this quest give me? Next award will be 26,800 experience points. Will that be enough to rank me up twice? Need a blight. Good, sweet lords. Hey, killed enough werewolves to get Werewolf Exterminator 2. That's just how long I've been wandering around Barovia collecting those journals and trying to find the rare encounters. So wait, 26,000. 6. Oh man. That will put me at a sneeze. Just a sneeze until I level up, rank up again. See, now I really have to find a random epic encounter. Or rare encounter, as they're called, rather. And whoever's doing that yelling needs to chill. Because even if it's only like 200 or some such experience points, then that'll be goddamn-tastic. Happy Christmas Eve from the future. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. Merry Yule. Whatever it is that anyone and everyone that enjoys the holidays their own way, enjoy them. Hey, don't call out the lurkers. They're fine. They all came with a raid, and they honestly probably don't even. Either they're all lurking and just enjoying the general chit chat, or they're all falling asleep from the last stream that they were in. Or 11 bots. I don't think there'd be 11 bots. Oh, those are mists. Am I watching my own stream? I have it up monitoring it just to make sure that everything goes relatively well. But yes, I have it open in my stream manager on Twitch, which I think strangely does count as me watching my, like, for the purposes of Twitch counting viewers, yes, it counts as people watching the stream. Sinful Brad 85, thank you very much for the follow and getting hooked on the channel. One of my own. Well, there's you, there's Sinful Brat, there's Terminator, who's probably also lurking now, and then there's me. And according to my thing, it says I have 12 viewers now. Spiders. So that means we got like a total of 8 people in here Whether they be just lurking, sleeping, or botting. Oh. Ah, man. I really wish that I personally would notice these goddamn monsters creeping up on me a lot easier. First viewer was a bot. I actually did end up banning a bot earlier today. It was like first 15 minutes. Do you want all the followers? I mean, it'd be nice, but eh. Ow. Goddamn wizards. Oh, that's my hireling. That just reminded me of freaking playing some Cyberpunk 2077 last night. Which, I would stream Cyberpunk 2077. But two things. One, there's a lot of possible nudity in there. I know that people probably wouldn't get banned for it, as long as they don't make it like their hyper focus or anything. But I'd rather not risk it. And two, my computer is a potato when compared to a lot of newer systems. Not a bot, just watching. That's perfectly fine, sinful brat. You're very welcome to just lurk. I'm playing and just talking with people that want to talk. Stop playing. They forced censorship. What do you mean they forced censorship? New update, everything is censored and you can't turn it off now? No? Like censorship in that they don't swear and there's no nudity and whatnot, because I can assure you that is not the case. As someone who has been playing it. Their biggest problem that they had is that they had streamers getting DMCA'd because of the music that was there. Ooh, hello. So they made a patch so that they could make it I think it was that there was a patch that made it so as it was safe for Twitch without being DMCA'd. I mean, there's still a lot of nudity and swearing in it, which I don't know, just generally not my vibe when it comes to streaming anyways. Start with toggle and force it to be. I'm gonna have to check that out later because I've not really been following up on it. Hello. Did you just activate it on your own? God damn idiot. Come on, I only got 50 more individual things I need to slay. Show me the monsters. I mean, because I can tell you, as someone who was playing it for like 10 hours last night, everyone was still dropping F-bombs. There were still plentiful amounts of nudity. I mean, unless it's like so freaking recent that it literally just... Oh, jeez. Oh, God. Okay. Wait, did I just go? Ah, dang it, there's not going to be any epics. I've already... Oh, epics, rares. Because I've already slain root rot. All the way over here. Somewhere. Yeah, this is one of the worst places to try to find people to slay. I saw that, Sinful Brat. Thank you very much, man. Playing Outward? Oh, man. That's another game I'd really want to get into, but the balls-ass hard survival parts kind of drive me away. I can die only so many times before I get full-on pissed, and die of certain situations so many times. And cheese most of it. I ended up... I'm walking the way that Yep, I'm walking the path that I already did, didn't I? Lol, that man. Oh, sorry. Usually I use dude. And I use dude in a very gender neutral sort of fashion. It comes from growing up in California. But sometimes I interchange man with dude. Or dude with man. I'm not sure how I feel about cheesing. Like, I have certain ways I like to play. Let's put it that way. I'm more melee focused kind of a dude and whatnot, and I know that you can cheese a lot of things with range, but just not the same. He's a dude, she's a dude, they're a dude, we're all dudes. Hey! I need... Oh, the server I'm playing on is Sarlona. I remember that right? I think it did. I think it did. I get that at least once a stream. What server are you on? Sar something? I think last time I called it Sardona. Now don't go in the water. I can't hit you while you're in the water. Oh, you pieces of crap. I hate will-o-wisps. I hate them so much. I'd dedicate my life to slaying will-o-wisps if they weren't such a pain in the ass to kill. I'd say they're almost as annoying as flame skulls, but flame skulls actually do damage, so. Saw this dude looking for crocodilators. I'm squinting at my monitor right now, wondering what the hell is a crocodilator. Because it sounds like the guy is just very confused about what the hell a alligator or a crocodile is. Can't find anything online saying that they are real. I mean, it kind of sounds like the guy is severely confused about how crocodiles and alligators work. Hell, I'm still kind of confused about how crocodiles and alligators work. Already found that. Bloop. 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 Alright, let's not go around the lake this time. I think I'm just gonna cut through straight towards this towards that of course there'd be will-o-wisps. Ooh. sometimes these weird cocoon things will have chests. I've only ever smashed like 2 of them that grant me chests. Or rather an altar. I ain't complaining. Better ability to kill. Like I know that the... Back to the alligator crocodile thing for a second. Pretty much the only thing I know about alligators and crocodiles that you can tell them apart based on whether their teeth are jutting upwards or hanging downwards from their jaws. That said, I don't remember which one. I don't remember if like the hanging or whatnot is the alligator or the crocodile, so that proves that alligators are later, crocodiles are in a puns. Wow, was that just a tough tree blight? Wait, what did I just get? I got something for something. Your experience bonus. Oh, that was from a while ago, wasn't it? No. What did I get that for? Where did I get that 2,300 experience? God damn it. I was contemplating my life choices that brought me to the point where I read the sentence, later alligator crocodiles are in a while. And that's what had made me go, and not realize what event made it so as I gained that miscellaneous 2,300 experience points. Oh. I kill a lot of something? I think I might have just killed a lot of something. It usually likes to notify that. Literally one more monster. Werewolf Monster Manual, thank you. Is it gonna be a gargoyle? That cabots are real. What is a cabot? I only know cabots from... Ooh. I only know cabots from freaking Secret of Mana. I think they're called cabots in that. Cross between cats and rabbits. How? Oh geez, there's one for 5,000? Oof. I mean, that'd be tempting, but definitely not tonight. That's 1,999 more monsters I need to slay. And that would level me up pretty much no matter what the hell I decide to do. Alright, I was gonna go put more into this, I think. I like having a listen, search, and spot. Don't know this. Yeah, I know that. One of the vendors over here does it, I think. Now I'm just trying to choose my life choices here, because the Cult Slayer is really damn good. Especially when you have a high-ass weapon bond like I currently do. Yeah, I really just want those higher reflex saving throw? Oh, cool. Yeah. If I fudge that up, I'll just spend some Judicus on the thingy-ma-kiss. Do I even... Oh, okay. I think when I was looking for the journals and hunting elite, epics the other night, I had found a lot, apparently. Alright. Light hammer, light axe. Oh, they're the same. They're the same weapon, no matter what, right? Like the same effects, I mean. Crit threat multiplier. Wait. This one doesn't have the multiplier? No, right. I think the crit threat multiplier comes from... Yeah. Focus Wrath, it comes from my class. I really like great axes. I'm probably gonna end up getting the great axe because I just like great axes. Great swords are cool, but rolling those additional damage die thrice, it's just, Wait, what are these macabre stuff? Bit different than the Barovian? Why don't we actually look at the macabre stuff? Or is the macabre stuff for, like, spellcasters? Oh no. Macabre. Mother's Night Embrace. This weapon is unholy, imbued with by one of the two deities of Barovia, the Mother Night. This weapon is evil, with human bane, vampirism, and chilling 3. But you can't be evil in this game. That's kind of my... I've always ever been my one problem with this game. Like, shit like this is interesting, but unholy, you can't be evil. Right? Am I remembering that right? Or am I just shaking my fist at the clouds? Like, this is the screw you humans thing. I'm gonna get not the Warhammer. I want my axe. I'm buying the axe. And my axe. Because I can't be Darius without a great axe. This is just who Darius is. Great axe. It's not a bad looking great axe either. A really sweet one. Now I just need to find a proper red augment jewel. Chop, 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 chop. For scimitars. Scimitars are also a really good weapon. Alright, I'm gonna poke at Van Richten's tower, but I don't think I'm gonna be Unless the next quest that I can take is a short one, which I'll probably end up turning into a long one because I kind of derp out when it comes to some of these quests. Ooh, there's a lot of money. Restoration. I don't know why the hell I keep all these resist potions and whatnot. For the most part, the only things I have ever really used are the shields of faith. Do I want to sell these? I'm not going to sell them. I'm just going to put them in my bank. Because who knows when the hell I could use them. Right, I keep on forgetting that I'm stupid fast because of Cloak. There you are, again. I suppose Van Richten sent you here. At least you've talked to him recently. The Whale Ravens have brought me only the briefest of messages, and few enough of those. If he thinks I have time to find him, I haven't. I've barely had time to rest. What's kept you so busy? Good fortune. After an unrelenting, tireless search, I have found records of a weapon known as the Sun Sword. Ooh. If the accounts are true, it would be a beacon of hope to all Barovia, salvation to this Irina, and anathema. I never can say that. And anathema. Doesn't help that I have a front tooth, one of my front teeth missing, one of my four front teeth are missing. So any of the sounds are funky. Just Strahd. Only the records state that it is in this Abbey of St. Markovia, and we can't get in. I assume... Why can't we get in? They haven't received a shipment of wine in months, and so they've shut their doors. I don't know who's running the place, but I'm afraid it may not be all Irina. Hope for. That changes nothing, of course. If the Sun Sword is in there, we must get it somehow. And you have a plan. Yes, she does. If the Abbey won't open its doors until they have their wine, then you'd better go to the Wizard of Wine's vineyard. Look for Davian Martikov there and find out why nothing's been sent. Don't worry, I got this. I probably don't got this. Don't forget to repair the axe when it comes broke. Yep. Actually, I should probably do that for all of my equipment. Yep. Oh god, it hurts. My wallet. My poor wallet. Sounds like an excuse to be a drunk. That's kind of the thing, though, with Barovia and Ravenloft setting all together. The land that's Barovia is on sucks. It is full of undead, werewolves, just dark spirits. You can't leave. You are forced to stay. So one of the small pleasures that the people of Barovia have is booze. So, do I still have my... Did I just derp? Nope, I still have them. Phew. This is how it ends. Run out of our home and business, huddled in the bushes while crazed druids destroy everything we've built up over the years. Every last one of our magic gems stolen. Oh, no, I won't have it. Stefania was right. If every last member of the Markova family falls protecting the Wizards of Wine, then so be it. I mean, they are literally... Like, the wine itself is enhanced by magical gemstones. The gems give our wine something extra, that savor of sunlight, that little dash of hope. The magic gems were buried in the vineyard soil long ago, by the wizards, they say. Some 4 centuries, the magic made our wine something extraordinary. Now they're gone, every last one of them. One of them disappeared years ago. You can blame my son Erwin for that. He was supposed to be on watch that night. The clod. Where that one went, who knows? But there hasn't been any champagne du stomp since that day. The second gem was stolen 3 weeks ago. Taken by nope, that one is gone. Taken by Baba La Saga and her accursed scarecrows, I'm sure of it. And just a few days ago, we lost the last of the gems to these damnable druids. They probably already taken it back to Yesterhill. Is there any line wet left? I was supposed to get some for the abbot. If it's wine you want, it'll be a long wait indeed. Our winery was just attacked and invaded by druids from Yesterhill and their twisted creatures. We did our best to resist, but it was hopeless. My family was able to escape, my workers not so lucky. And Stefania, she ran back in saying she had some plan to deal with their poisons. Maybe you can succeed where we failed, outsider. Will you try to help Stefania? Will you try to save the Wizard of Wines? Sure. Are you gonna be a long one? Okay, short. I think I'm gonna, depending on how long this particular quest goes, I might call it after this one.
You
Hello,
immediately
Stefania.
spot a lone figure crouched near the entrance to the loading dock. This must be Stefania Martikov, Davian's daughter.
What are you doing in here? Leave while you can. It's not safe here. There are druids and there are creatures all over the winery. Come with me. Your father sent me to get you out. I'm not going anywhere while our winery is being invaded. I can't let them just destroy something that means so much to my family, to everyone. Our wines are drunk throughout the land, you know. But this may be the last vintage we ever ship. I saw one of the druids poisoning our main wine storage vats. It's our last remaining stock. If it's destroyed, then... Wait a moment, I just thought of something. We might be able to purify the wine with an antidote if we can get it in time. Will you do this? I promise I'll leave with you if you purify the wine. Sure. How do you purify it? Find some brown mold. It's nasty stuff, but it will neutralize the toxin. I know some grows in the caves down in the basement. Though the mold will destroy the flavor. We do have a charm of purification. It might restore the flavor. The charm is somewhere in the family quarters upstairs. Sorry, I'm not sure where. Get a nice hefty amount of brown mold and add it to the vats. Then dip the charm of purification in it. That should purify the wine without ruining the flavor. I'm sure those druids will try to stop me, but I'll purify it.
Please, find the ingredients for the antidote and purify the wine, Stefania begs. Our wine is the last drop of hope some people have.
Like, there you go. It's the wine, depending on how good it is, I guess, is like that one little... Oh, that nat 20. Last little bit of happiness that anyone really has in Barovia.
A
Druid
druid
poisoner.
kneels on top of one of the huge vats. Protected by mystic wards, she is completely absorbed by her task, poisoning the wine inside the vat.
And you are really well protected there. Gotta fix that. Family quarters. Okay. I can grab the charm first. In theory. Hi. That is a lot of chopping.
The way forward is blocked by giant twisting roots, the work of the druids who invaded the winery.
Okay, fine. We're not going that way.
The Martikov family makes its home in this part of the winery.
Thanks. Never would have known that from it being called the family quarters. Great axe. Great axe. Ah, there's the charm. Vase. Ooh. My strike through is now enough that I'm hitting 3 at once. Hi, Twig Lights. Hello, handsome. Alright. This'll be fine. We'll be fine. Ah, I'm gonna scratch my nose. Damn it, now we're gonna scratch it again. Oh, hi. Like, blights weren't resistant to anything in particular that I can think of. I would think that the, fire effect that I got going on would do more damage to the twig blights. Hi, Mr. Druid. Hi, other Druid. Okay, this way to one of the rest chambers. Also kind of poking around, seeing if there's any secret doors. Okay, so this is gonna sound a little silly, but I've kind of developed my own little bit of a holiday Christmas tradition and whatnot when it comes to December. If I'm in a particularly bad mood, I don't know what sort of bad mood will happen, or just because I wanna, I will randomly watch Critical Role's Critmas episode where Liam O'Brien was DMing. Everyone else was elves. Hello, what's this? I believe the long history of our winery may have come to its end. The magic gems that gave our wine its special properties are gone. One vanished years ago, the witch Baba Lysaga stole another 3 weeks ago, and just last week the druids of Yesterhill stole the third. And now those same druids and their vile blights are massing to attack the winery itself. I can hear their chanting in the forest nearby. We'll do our best to stop them, but if we fail, I leave these final words. Remember the Martikovs in our winery, where we tried to bring hope to Barovia. Hope in booze. I mean, I won't lie. If I was in this same predicament, I'd probably be right there with every Barovian going just, well, down the hatch. Chop. Oh. I wonder when I'll get the bonus for killing all the twig blights ever. Okay. I have to press this lever. Pull the lever. Oop, hello. Haha, I have freedom of movement. Your entanglement does nothing. This manifest contains a list of every shipment out to the Wizard of Wine for several years. The records show that almost all of the recent shipments have gone to 4 customers: the Blood of the Wine Tavern in Barovia, the Blue Water Inn in Valaki, the Vistani, and the Abbot of the Abbey Saint Markova. So they have been sending it to Markova. Interesting. What's up, Dopey? Welcome to the stream once more. Wizards of Wine? Yeah. Actually, pretty stoked about this one myself. I generally know... Ooh, hole. Dang it. They're adamantine +4. But they don't have any additional damage to them. Oh, but adamantine... Okay, but they're adamantine, which means that I can disenchant them in order to make them badass later on. Yes? Is that how that goes? Yeah, honestly, Dopey, you're just in time for this, because I only just begun it, but after this quest, I'm actually plotting.
Vines and roots. With a shudder, the strange mass begins to move toward you.
to call it a night after this quest. Oink. Metamorphic. Ow. Transmutation. Ah, yes. 10 hearts of hens. Bum, bum. You know, I can't help but no. I'll probably figure it out through this quest, but I'm kind of just wondering why the druids are being particular dicks. And poisoning the wine batches. Probably just to return everything to nature. That's usually the thing when it comes to evil druids. Wahaha. Everything returns to nature. Screw society and all that fun stuff. Sounds like PETA. Press the lever. I got an axe. It's a great axe. Yeah, it's a great axe. Hello? Ooh. Oh, is this how they got into the thing? Toxic nature, shaman, and Shadowrun. That too. You guys got werewolves too? They got dire wolves. Oh, mist wolves. Bad puppy. Oh, there'll be a third one. Ah, dang it. 2 more potions of wonder? Ooh. I've got 2 others of those, and I've been sorely tempted to drink them just to see WTF they can do. Please don't store any more wine down in the caves. If any of it gets exposed to the brown mold that grows there, the wine acquires a most horrid flavor. Though I have noticed a particular side effect. The brown mold seems to neutralize any other toxins present in the wine. Wait. So we've got the purification thingy, baba. Wouldn't the purification thing also purify the poison? Or maybe the purification is only, I don't know.
A cave leads down into the dark and the damp.
And, oh, no. I hate slimes! There's gonna be a gelatinous cube in here somewhere, I know it. At some brown mode, I need dimmer. Let's not fall down there just yet. You wish you had a pet mimic. I'm not sure that you do. I mean, it's an interesting idea. But man, I'm just... Any single other time that it's like, oh man, I wish I had a pet mimic. I can't help but think, okay, people lose their pets all the goddamn time. Imagine how much harder it's gonna be to keep a mimic. Unless it's like perfectly trained. Because they can turn into whatever the frick they want, depending on their size. Did I go this way? I did not. Oh, come on. Thank you.
You found all the ingredients needed to purify the wine. Now to add the antidote to the large wine vats on the main floor of the winery.
That's right. I also wanted to get a maul. A Barovian maul. Excuse me. Adjusting myself in my chair. So that I can overcome the damage reduction of skeletons. Can I imagine a quest where in D&D where you have to find a paper, or where you find a paper and it says missing snuffles? Ah, God. Okay, so real story when it comes to D&D. I had the gall of having my Farland party fighting a door mimic. And pretty much since then, the bard of the party has had this arrow that he casts a spell that has a very specific trigger, in that if what the arrow touches is a mimic, then the magic mouth will go off. Yeah, it's the magic mouth spell. Will go off and say, that's a mimic. So, anytime that they're like super suspicious of something, pulls out that arrow and goes, I'm gonna touch it to the door, or touch it to the chest, or touch it to the whatever. How the hell did I get down here? That was that. Oh. Adoy. Okay, so I gotta knock that druid out of her little trance thing there. Bum, 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 ba,
The druid prepares to attack. Why do you insist on dying?
You're trying to kill people!
This winery is doing very well. Very well. I'll slit your throat, then add your blood to my poison.
Plant-like forms run forward to protect the druid.
They're not doing a very good
Knights
job of
rush
it.
to the defense of the poisoner. With the druid poisoner taken care of, you rush to add the antidote to the wine vats. The choking stench of the poison clears and is replaced with a sweet smell of fermenting grapes. Thanks to you, the Wizard of Wines will produce one more vintage.
Watching a D&D thing and taking some chicken gangers in the sewers, and the one kid was like, that chair wasn't there before. All the PCs just look at each other, then attack it. Oh man, a Wanda Bear's endurance? Damn. That's just one of the great glorious things about Dungeons and Dragons. Mimics. Mimics are fun, especially as a DM, because you can just provide the littlest bit of a hint, and then they'll be like, ah. Hey, now I can't help but be curious about these areas where it clearly looks like I can pass through them. Okay, was it this? No, it's this way. Like, if I were a druid and I had control plants or plant growth or something like that, could I, in theory, remove them and move beyond? Because it looks like there should be something in there. At least based on what's on the battle map. Hi, Stefania. Purify the wine. The charm of purifications. Yeah, okay. Did it. Okay. Because you know that the second you drop a mimic anywhere on a party, they're going to be super terrified and think that everything else is going to be a mimic. Well, Stephania is safe. The druids are taken care of. You've done well indeed. Pity about the wine, though. Oh, it's no longer poison, but this last vintage is missing the magic spark it had when we still had the gems. I have a few bottles of the older vintages left, mind you, and maybe someday the other keepers of the feather will convince me to give you some, but those bottles are rare and precious, and I'm not convinced yet. Still, it would be rude to send you away empty-handed. You can have this. Doesn't compare to a vine vintage, but you might find it handy. Useless. Someone had animal handling. Would you consider monsters animals? No. Animal handling, specifically for 5th edition anyways, says beasts. Anything else would pretty much be for, like... Well, I guess it doesn't specifically say beasts, but still. The vineyard's overrun, and there. What did you say they were? Gems stolen? I hadn't imagined things would be so bad there, Darius. Still, we are setting things to rights. We mustn't give up hope. We'll get the abbey doors open yet. We know one of the gems was stolen by the druids of Yesterhill. Will you meet Gulisha Targolova? Suck with names. And see if you can get it back? I will work with the keepers of the feather to learn where the others have gone. Oh, I'll get it back, alright. I'll take that quest, but I'm gonna go ahead. Saw a game where the Warforged found a Modron and wanted to keep it as their pet. Oh god. But Modrons are intelligent! Ah. I'm gonna switch over to goodnight everyone, but I'm still gonna be here to chit chat for a bit. Yeah, Modrons have an intelligence higher than 4, don't they? At least in 5th edition. Lower level ones are debatably not sapient. So I was like, let's see, physiologically, Modron. Oh, that's homebrew. Homebrew. Good, 5 tools. Higher up they go, the more sapient they are, or at least free will. I mean, I understand that, but I'm pretty sure that Modrons themselves were, you know, intelligent. No, I don't want the traits, I just wanted the monster, the Modron. Heck it. Monster manual. Arms reach on my computer at all times. Alright, Kiss Yankee, Mind Flayer, Mimics. Hey, Mimics. Yeah, in theory, a Mimic is still actually intelligent because, from what I've noticed, bestial intelligence is somewhere around 4. But Mimics have a 5. So, it's more like a partnership thing than a, oh hey, it's my pet. But then again, okay. Alright, yeah, I see. It's like, they have a weird hierarchy then. A monodrone can perform one simple task at a time and can relay a single message of up to 48 words. They have an intelligence of 4. And then I guess the next most intelligent one, which is a CR 1/4, is a 6, then a 9, and so on and so on. I don't know, that's still very... One second, let me just double check something here. Ugoloths. I'm gonna go to the back here. Intelligence 2, Blink Dog, well... Oh, it's not. Yeah, that's a Fae. Baboon 4, Black Bear 2, Badger 2, Bloodhawk 3. Yeah, pretty much anything that is considered an animal or would have an animal-like intelligence is 4 or less. So I guess while that still feels weird to me. Keeping a Modron as a pet, I don't know. But yeah, most of anything that is, I guess, a 4 intelligence or less, I would probably consider using animal handling. But anything else, I think, would be anything higher than a 4, like 5 plus, would have to be a charisma, diplomacy, or whatever. What is the lowest a PC can have in intelligence? I mean, I guess technically anything. Because they have suggestions on how to run or how to act as a character with a high intelligence. Let's get find raw. Okay. Creatures with an intelligence score of lower than 3 are not playable characters. But that's the rules as written for monster races. But there's a lot of things that have to come with that because, again, an intelligence that low is very bestial, very instinctual. And while you could be all like, just hand wave some stuff like, oh yeah, baboons are, very smart and they can operate tools, or yeah, dolphins can solve a puzzle or whatnot. It's very much, I don't want to say different in D&D, but it's definitely a lot more hand-wavy sort of stuff that you gotta do as a DM. Can't imagine high intelligence would take away anything. Not really. But I think it's more just like, oh, hey, here's how you could probably roleplay a higher level. Because one of the things about playing a high level, or a high intelligence, or a high strength monster, or whatever, is that you yourself might not have that same high intelligence. Like, you got, wizards with an 18 plus, they understand how to cast spells and whatnot. In a more mundane sense, 18 and higher intelligence would be more along the lines of like, oh god, would be inventors, would be people who engineer stuff, people who look at celestial mechanics of the stars and know high level equations, like the kind of things where you see a math board or like a 10-foot by 5-foot board of math that is just covered with everything, and like someone with an 18 plus intelligence would be like, ah yes, the answer to that is 4. Because a lot of that would have to be like having to depend on roles and whatnot, and having a lot of flavorful stuff that the DM can be all hand-wavy with. A lot of 5th edition is hand-wavy, I won't lie. Particularly remember a luck mechanic in 5th edition? Really? I know that there's like an action point sort of a thing, but other than that, I really don't know. At least it's not something I've implemented. Anyways, though, it is 12 a.m. for me. I'm actually pretty tired, despite drinking Monster. Strangely enough. So I'm gonna go ahead and call it stream here, guys. Shorter one, but I blame the Amber Temple for being long. Reload every so often. Okay. I remember that there's like a lucky but I'll look into that later. But yeah, thank you everyone so very much for watching, for listening, for lurking. Your general presence is very much appreciated. Thank you, Nubacabra, for the raid earlier, and Sinful Brat, thank you for the follow. And again, everything that I put on here is pretty much VODed, they're VODed or they're uploaded to my YouTube channel for later viewing if you wanna. So you can do that if you so please. I also have Let's Plays and other D&D related content, such as stories from my past and opinion pieces. The opinion pieces are more of a every other century kind of a thing, but still. And thank you everyone so very much for watching. I hope to see you guys in the next stream. Take care. Cheers.